But let's start off with the fact that Kanye West is getting a divorce from Bianca Censori. How you feel about that?
Hallelujah.
Oh, you're happy about it. You're dumb happy about it.
That shit was awkward, bro. I'm glad that shit is over.
It's pretty awkward. That's
It
a
was just
fact.
very weird. Like he's always had a very weird kind of relationship with whoever he's with in terms of how they dress and how they move in public. But like this one was extra weird. It was getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, no facts. Before I get into the L, Tony Robinson comment, Vlad looks like uncooked cornbread is crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. Things were getting a little bit weird with his wife. And so they're getting a divorce. But what I find really, really weird is okay, obviously that just recently came out, but now there's all these other things that are coming out about Kanye, namely the host of the Pillow Talk podcast, where bro has more conversations with prawn stars than Adam 22, goes on air and tells people that how often Kanye basically orders these women off of this podcast, like a mail order bride situation. Like basically they go onto his podcast and then he asks the podcast host, like, give me her information so that I can hit her up and then apparently do whatever with them.
I believe about half of it, but it sounds consensual, so it's not really any of my business. I also don't think that he would do that and allow you to speak about it, like meaning off of an NDA. So she's either full of shit or she's fucking up her situation.
What's a he?
Oh,
the guy's he's a guy.
Either he's fucking up his situation or he's full of shit.
He says he didn't have to sign an NDA, so he's perfectly fine with saying that on his podcast.
Okay, well then he's full of shit.
That's this is what he said.
Yeah.
And then some other prawn star came out with some DMs of allegedly they're fake after kind of researching a little bit more. But it seems like bro might be having his own consensual freak offs, if you will. But I don't want to take that.
Everybody in there of age and didn't get coerced or convinced to do it for some sort of job. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I halfway don't give a shit about what everybody's focused on in the Diddy stuff. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, he put drugs in the baby oil. Was he selling it? Was he trafficking it? You know what I mean? Did he put it on people who didn't want it? Like unwittingly getting drunk, getting high and drunk. Y'all just worried about the most salacious shit. Ooh, who did he fuck? Who he had sex with? I don't care who he had consensual sex with. Who did he rape? Who did he assault? Right? Who did he unwittingly, unwillingly drug? That is the type of shit that ultimately matters, not who he has sex with.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. So that's not all the allegations that have happened this week. Apparently, his former assistant has amended her lawsuit against him to include several new claims, including a studio session where she was allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted by Kanye. This studio session also allegedly included Diddy, but Diddy was said to not have any involvement. Apparently, and again allegedly, Kanye told her that they hooked up, and she told him that he had no memory, to which he laughed and replied, "Women love to say that they don't remember," according to her lawsuit. I don't know how much of that is true. Obviously, it's alleged, but
yeah,
she's adding things to her claim.
And again, we have no clue. I have no clue.
We don't.
I don't run with Kanye. I have no idea. It's not lost on me that she's amending a part of this lawsuit to include an individual who wasn't directly involved, but is the biggest name in the American criminal justice system at the moment.
She's clearly trying to tie him to that situation.
Like, about a sexual assault claim that seemingly didn't exist before Diddy got indicted. And now
it's
again, I don't know
situations.
Yeah, like I don't know. But like again, you were already suing Kanye and this shit wasn't on there. And this is, maybe we can look up the lawsuit, but it sounds like this is probably the most damning thing in the lawsuit. How did we get here without this? Matter of fact, how are we here and not at the police station? I don't.
I may be wrong, but at first it seemed like it was more of a work environment issue, and now it's becoming.
Now all of a sudden it's he drugged and raped me with Diddy, and I just remembered it, so I had to add it to the lawsuit. Again, I don't know. I don't know Kanye. He could have been on a bender. It could have been on one of them nights. But I'm just playing it out the way that it played out.
Yeah, if you're a black celebrity, stop doing weird shit. Just stop doing weird shit and make sure you get certain things taken care of legally. I guess that's all I can say. Anyway,